Hi there, a very good morning, good evening to all of you, depending on wherever you're watching me. This is Simply Stocks, and I'm live in this live session with you all. And hopefully, you are watching me and hearing me properly on this evening. Hopefully, from now on weekdays, I'll be doing live sessions in the evening. That would be my endeavor rather than doing it in the morning period or somewhere in that respect, so in that perspective, so let's get things going in earnest, as to how we are seeing the markets, etc. So we'll discuss about the markets, and we'll discuss about many other points, as to how things are panning out, uh, with respect to the mid cap, small cap index and the Nifty. So, good evening, everyone. Hi, Venkat. I hope you're doing well. Kalyan, hi. I'm doing this in the evening, and hopefully, I'll do this in evening around 9:30, 10 on weekdays, Tuesday and Thursday, and on Saturday, Sunday. Uh, Hopefully on Sunday when the session happens, it would be in daytime. So that's what I have thought about. Uh, Hello, Debojit. So let more people join in. We'll discuss about sports, we'll discuss about markets, and we'll discuss about this agrochem stock that I really like, and I believe that is going to do exceedingly well uh, as we go along. Very good evening to you, James, as well. And if you want to ask any queries, or if you want any queries to be answered, then you can probably do that with super chat and super sticker. I'm just opening the opening my channel in here so that I can also see as to what are the queries coming in. Very good evening to you, James, as well. And I think sessions in the evening would also be good for those who are who are abroad, who are in US and Canada, who miss my sessions. And I know there is a viewership in there as well. So, uh, that's the call. Kalyan, so it's a yearly membership. You can email me for that, and I'll give you details for the same. It's an yearly membership, and once you email me, and I'll give you details, and send me your number as well along with the email, and you'll know about it. All right, so let's get things going, and what we are going to do is first analyze the Nifty, and then we'll talk about the stock that I wanted to talk about. Probably you can see in the header here as to which stock I'll be talking about. So let me open up uh, my channel in here as well, so that I can view simultaneously as to what are the queries that are right now coming in. All right. So let me just open this up so that I can just understand as to the queries that are beginning to come in. So that's the thing. Uh, Let me just switch off the voice and get things going for sure. All right. So good evening to all of you, and hopefully we are going to have many sessions of these types on a number of factors in the market. So any queries you have, you can shoot that to me in here. So we'll discuss about the markets and Nifty and many other point in a bit, but just a little bit of you can say talk about sports. So tomorrow we have the eagerly awaited test series beginning, and that is between India and Australia. And hopefully, India should get through this on a winning footage, and we should get through it, and eventually get to the World Championship, World Test Championship finals. So looking forward to that, and going forward, I believe that I believe lose one of the tests. That's what I believe. I think Australia have prepared well. This could be 2-1 or either 3-1 going forward. So looking forward to the Nagpur test beginning tomorrow, and let's see how that go along. All right, coming to the Nifty part. So Nifty is around 17,870 odd at the moment, and what we are seeing at here is that so let me just reduce this so that we can have a look at the charts, etc. as well. So now let me go to the Nifty, and so when we look at the Nifty altogether, then we are looking at 17,871. I am on the money control website, and if you look at the charts, this is the line chart that you are seeing. Oh, sorry, the candlestick chart. Let me just open up the line chart, and so if you see here, and if I can enlarge. Then we see here that the market is around 17,800 or so. This is a very critical point, and why I wanted to discuss this uh, right now is the fact that if you look at a 6 months chart of the Nifty, and you look at between April of 22, this is nearly 8-9 months back. Then again, if you look at a point along August of 22, and then again here in September of 22, it is around 18,000. You look at here in April, it was around 18,100 or so. In August of 22, it topped out around 17,950, and in September of 22 it made a high of 18,100 or so again. And if we go closer towards, you can say, if I can reduce this to a 3 month chart, then you'll understand that there is a lot of resistance around this, which became a support earlier from the top, but around this 18,000 band there's a lot of resistance. 18,000, 18,100 or so, 17,900 to 18,200. Now the market is currently around this 17,800, 17,900 channel. I think going forward this is going to be extremely difficult for the market to take out. So this 300 points between 18,200 to levels closer to 17,900 or so is extremely critical for the markets to probably have. This will have a bearing on whether the market goes up from there, the overall market, or not, and there are a lot of factors playing in here. So what we need to analyze here is and understand is that the market itself is not going to go up on liquidity or all these things. 17,870 we are in now. There are a couple of factors due to which the markets could perform well. One of those factors is, of course, global factors. So if US economy data is quite like what the Fed understands, and going forward things get probably better, and Fed understands that okay, inflation is coming under control, then probably we can see that the markets will behave much better. A second point in here would be the fact that whether Indian markets would digest this issue of Adani Group's sell-off and everything, and whether those stocks can perform better, which I think will be difficult going forward, at least for the next 2-3 weeks. But if that thing sorts out itself, then we can see the market going higher by March. I believe in the next 2 weeks, we could be in this range. So if you see here, we could end up being in this range of around 18,200 on the upper band and 17,900 on the lower band, and probably mid cap and small caps will perform much better. So BSC small cap, BSC mid cap index should end up performing better. So that is my call on the market per se. I think going forward you will see a situation where the markets will be in range, but mid cap and small cap will do their things, and that is exactly what is happening. That some of the better mid caps in the IT space, some of the better mid caps in the you can say some mid caps in other industries are doing well. So if you this is the kind of watch list that I keep maintaining, and you would be doing that as well. Some about 50-60 stocks that I have, and if you see currently, and we have given calls on these stocks to Patreon members, to WhatsApp members, and they would have been making money because in January we gave call on a number of stocks, and they are performing much better. So you look at it all throughout. You have an Apollo Hospitals, you have an uh, Apollo Tricot that is still there and doing fine. And in fact, some of the stocks that have not performed a lot are also coming back. So you look at an Aurobindo Pharma, which hasn't done that well altogether, has performed and has been performing well for quite a some time. We have a Britannia Industries that is doing its bit and doing well. So there are a number of stocks. Britannia is at 4600, got down a little bit today. Coforge is doing well. IT is doing exceedingly well as we go along, and across the board there is buying coming in. We have seen Zomato did extremely well. So mid caps altogether, this is a complete mid cap. You can say. Uh, watch list that I maintain, and now they are coming back into fashion and doing exceedingly well. So I believe this trend could continue, and we have given this call earlier as well that these kind of stocks should end up doing much better. You have a Tata Elxsi which is meandering along 65, 6600. I think it is set to do well as well. No recommendations in here. You see a Titan, and we gave a call on Titan about a week back or so, and I made a video as well on it, that it looked very attractive at around levels of 2100, or so. It has moved up from those levels as well. All right, so in my opinion, Nifty might struggle for the next month or so, but mid and small cap should end up performing because market has digested the numbers. Market has digested whatever has happened in the budget and whatever has come out of it altogether. Now coming back to the stock that I really like, and I believe that a stock that could really end up performing in this is PI Industries, a market leader in the agrochemical space that has been performing extremely well. And I was to make this video earlier on in the day, but I was not able to because of family commitments. But what I see here in PI industry is that the stock has performed very well over a period of time, over you can say last 6-8 months, and has been consolidating. So I have a feeling that coming probably in the next few weeks, I think this is a stock that could perform pretty well, and going forward, I have a feeling that PI industry is something really to look at. I'll discuss this stock in detail. This is a larger kind of a stock. So normally on Thursdays, I have decided that I'll pick up a larger stock, maybe a Nifty stock or a larger mid cap that is set to do exceedingly well. So PI Industries, in my opinion, which is in the agrochemical space, um, uh, having strong presence in both domestic and export markets, and it has many agrochemical products, and we all know about it. Most of the, you can say, agrochem products that go into the fertilizers, etc., they're produced by PI, and they are into a number of industries, and it is a huge brand in this industry. So the stock is around 3150. It was around you can say 3000, 3050 just a couple of days back. It has moved up a bit, but still looks pretty attractive. I'll let you know as to why that is the case. So let me just come to the numbers straight away. If you look at the quarterly numbers on a consolidated basis, then you have a situation where PI Industries has produced in the September quarter, which is their best of the quarters, June and September. But they have done exceedingly well in here. 1770 crores in the September quarter versus 1350 crores. So there was a jump in there. What is interesting is that last September they had margins of 22%, if you see here, whereas this year they had margins of 24%. So contrary to what the industry is doing, the company is doing exceedingly well. I think the company is I mean industry performance and industry wise across industries, the performance in terms of margins have not been that great, but here the margins have expanded by 200 basis points. Cost efficiency, operational efficiencies has led to this, and 432 crores of operating profit in here versus 292 crores. That's a good 40-45% jump, and eventually it shows in the profitability, where net profit comes out to be 335 crores versus 223 crores. If I take that on a year on year basis, as to how much has been the growth, so this is something like, if I calculate, then this comes out to be something, let me just do it. So 335 minus 223 crores, that was earlier, 230 crores, that was earlier. So this is a very big jump in my opinion. 45% net profit growth. So my understanding is that it has produced 2 quarters of numbers which is closer to 39 rupees. I think the numbers would be much better in the December quarter, because as we understand with what Asian Paints have talked about, monsoon stretched into October, and there was a lot of demand. There could have been a lot of demand for agri products even in October, and so on and so forth. So going forward, with other kind of crops that are being grown in November, December for the sugarcane, etc., industry and all, I think we are set to see better numbers in December as well. So if I extrapolate the numbers altogether, they had 1350 crores of sales in December. If I say they just replicate what they did in September over the next 2 quarters, then we are seeing the numbers being much better. So if I say that they have margins that are 22-23%, and the numbers are, you can say, quite the same at 1770 crores for the next 2 quarters, even then you'll be in a situation where you could see that the EPS will be around 42 rupees. So 39 plus 42, that is, we are seeing around 80-81 rupees of EPS for this year. And I believe that the stock trading at around 3150, at around 81-82 rupees of EPS, is not that expensive. It's trading at 38-39 times earnings. I have a feeling that it can trade at much higher valuation. So currently the stock is trading at around 38-39 times. I think going forward, the numbers could end up being much better. So if I say that around 81 rupees, what could be the PE that the stock could trade at? So let's just see how has been the PE performance of the stock over the last 3 years that have been. So at the peak, this is in September of 21. It was trading at 67-68 times, and the lowest in the last 1 year has been around 45 times. And this is what it is. Currently, the stock is trading at 46-47 times. So that is why I believe it is coming at a discount, and I feel that at current levels it's a very good buy with a, you can say, a long-term stop loss of 3000. You can definitely buy. If you look at a 3 year performance for the stock, the PE remains to be about on an average around 52 rupees. So the PE, uh, that is an average of 52. I believe the stock could easily trade at 54-55 times by next, you can say, monsoon season. So July or September, in the next 6 to 9 months, you could see the stock trade at, I think, 55 times on an EPS of 82, and that is 4500. So I think a big upside possible, not 4500, but I can see at least 30 to 40% upside in the next 1 year in something like PI Industries. I think you can buy here, and on dips to 3050 also you can definitely buy. if I look at the price chart and on a technical basis, the stock has been pretty strong. So over the last over the last 1.5 years, since September of 21, the stock has not gone off, I mean, above 3500. It has remained between 33 3500 on the upper end, and on the lower end it has come to 2500 2400 levels. So it is right in the middle of that. The if I take out a 1 year chart, then you can see here that the 200 DMA is right here. So the 200 DMA is at 3130 and the stock is at 3150. So again, on technical basis, on the basis of technical, if you see here, the stock is breaking out because it is above 200 DMA. I think the stock is headed higher above 3226. It will be above the 50 DMA, should do even more. So above 3250 it becomes even stronger. So what you can do is you can buy some here and buy more at 3300 or at 3000 and just hold next 6 9 months. This could give you 30% at least, which is a pretty sound returns that I believe. Again, disclaimers do apply that this is not a stock recommendation, and anybody taking any position into any share should do that with their own due diligence and research. And I'm not in favor or against any company that I talk about. So disclaimers is there, but I feel that this stock is set to do much better over the next 6 9 months that one can accumulate. I believe the market, the way the market is, I don't see that the market would be doing anything which would be of any note with respect to in the next 1 month or so. So do not think that the market will end up doing something which will make you means miss out on a rally or something. I think over the next 1 year or so, the market is set to do uh, set to do things which will be in a nature something of sort where you have to accumulate stocks and then end up you have to accumulate stocks and then you'll see that your stocks will start performing. So I'm ready to answer your queries. Kindly use the super chat and super sticker feature that will help in grow the channel. That will help you also ask me questions and eke out answers in greater detail. All right. So I have a query that is coming in on Cupid. Can we buy now? So Vijay, a Cupid as a stock I don't prefer because of managerial issues. There are issues with the management, and that is why I avoid a stock something like a Cupid in that respect. Say DMart on a long-term basis look good. I feel DMart is something that one can look at. But overall, I have a feeling that not on a short-term basis, but on a long-term basis, yes, DMart is a stock that one can definitely be looked at. See, Tanla has had its run. So we gave a call on Tanla way back, and now it has moved up, consolidated decline. I think we should look at some other stocks. Even short term, it doesn't look very strong for me to probably say that it's a very decent buy or anything like that. Yes. Okay. See, Gujarat Fluoro is decent, but there are issues. They have stiff competition from you can say something like Naveen Fluorine. I think Naveen Fluorine is getting into their businesses of fluorochemicals and big time. So I would say Naveen Fluorine and Gujarat. So there's stiff competition, so it might not perform that well. So that's the call. I would say Polycab. I think both are good. So I won't say one stock, but I would still maintain that Polycab looks something of a stock that could be looked at. Yes. See, again, both RACL Gears and GNA Excel very decent auto ancillary companies. See, auto ancillary as a play should be bought at when the markets do not prefer them. That is where one needs to get in, and that is where I believe that good quality, top quality, something like good quality companies should be bought at in difficult times. So again, pharma and IT is something one can definitely look at now rather than look at auto ancillary, which have moved up probably in market decline, heavy market decline. One can probably look at buying into auto ancillaries and something like GNA, Excel, etc. You need some sort of a decline and the retracement of stocks to buy them into. FLQ, I think at these prices look good, but numbers have to be pretty decent because it is still trading at 40-50 times. So I feel one should look at FL probably when the performance begins to happen rather than now. If you are having the stock, you can probably hold on to it. That is my call. Alkylamines, which is better, Balaji? I think both are an avoid. They had a very good last 2 years because of higher prices for their products. But now I think they should be avoided altogether. I don't cover Porsche, so I won't be able to comment on it. I think HDFC Life now looks set that it might have made a bottom, so I think it is time to buy into something like an HDFC Life. Thank you. Thanks a lot, Rajat, for your contribution. Again, I don't track the sugar stock, so I won't be able to comment, Rajat. Let me have a look at charts and I can tell you. So you are saying Kothari sugars. Let me open that up for viewers as well. And I'll give you a small snippet as to what needs to be done here. Uh, So I'm opening that up. I'm just looking at it. So see, the stock is in a range. What you can do is keep a stop loss around these levels of 35.50. So your stop loss is slightly lower. I'm saying 35.50, or if you want a slightly shorter stop loss, let me give you that as well. So you can probably have a situation where you can keep a stop loss at 38.50. 38.50 is your stop loss, and if the stock performs, then you can do well. See, don't go by whatever the PE of the stock is, whatever the stock is currently. What you need to do is probably buy into other sectors because sugar stocks have run up. If it is trading at 9-10 PE, that means it's expensive because normally sugar stocks are bought in their worst of cycle phases where the where the EPS is negative, etc. So keep a stop loss according to what I have mentioned and trade the stock. That would be my call. See, I would avoid most of the chemical stocks except a few, say Naveen Fluorine or Aarti Industries, etc. Fairchem, I would say most of the chemical stocks have had a huge run over the last 6 months. I would say that. All right, guys, thank you. Thanks a lot for being online. Please like and subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so you can get my videos straight away when I post it. And kindly support me on Patreon. You can become a WhatsApp member. Just email me for that, and I'll give you the details for the yearly membership. And you can be member on YouTube as well, and you get all the benefits, all the feeds. Like you have the small cap watch list, the large cap mid cap watch list, and you have 3 or 4 calls every week, buy calls from a short term perspective. Thanks a lot for watching.